Help us fight for life and train the CSRA. Contact the American Heart Association for details.
You want local news that impacts you?
We've got you covered.
We're on your side.
On your side. This is News 12 First at 5.
A mother and her community mourning after her 16-year-old son dies days after a car crash, and she's the one who found the scene.
But I remember being on the back of the car and saying, Ryan, the truck was saying, Ryan, Ryan, and you could hear him take a deep, gaspy breath.
Just absolutely heartbreaking. Plus, we've got, I guess, a good news, bad news situation for the 2021 Masters. It is happening, so yay! And some patrons will be there, but it will still be a quieter Masters Sunday. We'll talk about that a little later, though.
But first up, Edgefield teenager Ryan White has died after a car crash Saturday night. Officials are still investigating the cause, but initial reports say he swerved before overcorrecting and then hitting a tree on Egg House Road. It's about 3 miles from his school, Strom Thurmond High.
He was flown by helicopter to the Children's Hospital of Georgia, where he died yesterday. Our Sydney Heiberger spoke with his family, who says his memory will always live on.
Well, just in this short time I've been standing outside Children's Hospital of Georgia, I've seen about 24 people walk in and out to say their final goodbyes to Ryan, their family members, their friends, their teammates. But perhaps most importantly, they're part of a community. Ryan's mom is the one who found his truck crash on the side of Egg House Road in Trenton. She said Ryan was a few minutes late for curfew, so she went looking. Within minutes, her life changed forever. Ryan was 16 years old, loved baseball and helping strangers. Multiple vigils have already been held in Augusta and Edgefield to honor Ryan's life and remember the boy who they say could make anyone smile and laugh, even his family, as they mourn his loss.
And wanted to help everybody. Mom, I need to go help this boy get out. Well, Ryan, you don't even know him. Well, I don't care.
Yeah.
For helping people.
His car key was broke more times for helping a guy on the side of the road.
And I hope that if, anybody ever wants to be like somebody, it's like him.
The hashtag Ryan Strong has been trending throughout the Strom Thurmond community. And tonight on News 12 at 6 o'clock, we're going to bring you to his final hero walk. Reporting in Augusta, Sydney Heiberger, on your side.
And that's not all. Edgefield County Youth Baseball says they're working with the Edgefield-Dixie Youth Board of Directors to try to get White's all-star jersey number retired. But we just want to say thank you to Ryan's mom and sister for speaking out during this difficult time and just letting us know more about this young man who we all lost.
Their strength is beyond inspiring. And again, like Sydney mentioned, hashtag Ryan Strong. They really want people to know who their son was and how many people he helped along the way. And now he's helping even more in death. But we'll talk about that heartbreaking story coming up a little later.
It really is. Another big story today, a big announcement from Augusta National about the 2021 Masters. This year's tournament will have patrons. It will be in April, and the Augusta National chairman says they'll be doing this in a safe way, limiting attendance to prevent the spread of COVID. Our Mike Akachonis live here in the studio with the latest. Mike.
Yeah, Richard, back in November, Augusta National Chairman Fred Ridley teased the idea of having a limited number of patrons on the grounds for the 2021 tournament. Well, today that's official. A limited number of patrons will be allowed on site for the 2021 Masters Tournament. Chairman Ridley did not specify how many would be allowed or what percent of the current ticket holders, just that those not selected will get a refund. Those who are able to attend will be required to go through similar health and safety measures that were in place in November. For us, that meant a pre-tournament COVID test, daily health questionnaire, temperature check, mask requirement, and, of course, social distancing. It'll be nice to have some patrons back on the grounds. More good news from the National as well. The women's amateur and drive, chip, and putt competitions will also be conducted as scheduled. Patrons waiting to know if they were selected should know by Monday, Richard.
And it's not just great news for the patrons, but for the Augusta economy as a whole, with the patrons coming back to Augusta. Just huge news. That's another part of the story we're also looking into right now. Mayor?
All right, thanks. South Carolina lawmakers, they are back in Columbia today. They're using up the vaccines available every day. Take a listen.
There's simply vastly more Georgians that want the vaccine than can get it today. This is no doubt frustrating. I would prefer that we have ample supply and we could vaccinate everyone immediately. Unfortunately, that is simply not possible.
He says it's a good sign, though, that so many people want to get this vaccine because health experts say say getting as many people vaccinated as possible is the best way, and really the only way to fight the virus.
Meanwhile, look at this, a record high number of deaths in a single day for Georgia today. 145 people dying from COVID. Today was also the 6th straight day of more than 6,000 new cases. There's another alarming number as well, 435 new hospitalizations. Here at home, 95 people in Richmond County testing positive today. In Columbia County, 58 people tested positive.
In South Carolina, case totals are down, with the state reporting 1,600 new cases, 29 new deaths. But the alarming stats to pay attention to, listen to this, 80% of hospital beds in the whole state are being used, along with 80% of ICU beds. 20% of all ICU patients are there because of COVID.
That is a lot of bed space being used right now, and we're on your side with the latest updates about Georgia's new online portal. They've come out of this vaccine tool, they call it. The Department of Public Health launching an online COVID vaccine locator. You can look up your county, it'll tell you which providers have the doses, and we've done some of the homework for you, broken down exactly who will get the vaccine and when on both sides of the river. It's all on our website right now. You go there and search the word vaccine.
South Carolina DHEC says its online vaccine locator tool will go live tomorrow for adults age 70 and older. The link, which will be on our website and app, shows where you can get vaccinated and it gives contact information. But you cannot use it to schedule an appointment. You can also call the number on your screen to share contact information. Officials say doses are limited, so you need to be patient when scheduling an appointment.
To weather now as we check in with Chief Meteorologist Riley Hale. And Riley, as we look at Grovetown there, the weather seems to be improving a little more every day this week. That means we're hoping for blue skies tomorrow.
We are hoping for blue skies tomorrow, but not expected to be completely blue skies on Wednesday. But by Thursday, it's looking fantastic for us. Now, the forecast doesn't look bad the next couple of days. High pressure is going to be building in here. And even though we do have cloud cover this afternoon, not producing any rainfall for us. So we are expected to stay dry this evening, tonight, and through your Wednesday afternoon. Here's a look at our current temps. So this is all thanks to the cloud cover. It's kept our temperatures on the chilly side. We've been holding steady in the 40s all afternoon long. If you live north of I-20 in the southern CSRA, we're finding some 50s, but we didn't get that warm today. Definitely below average, even for January standards. Here's a look at I-20, the Augusta Canal, courtesy of EarthCam. If you're stepping out this evening, those temperatures are going to be chilly, staying in the 40s all the way through this evening. After midnight, as those clouds start to break up more, we're going to be able to cool off more efficiently and should be able to bottom out into the mid-30s by early tomorrow morning. And early tomorrow morning, as we continue to cool off overnight, get close to that dew point, we could see some fog form, especially if you have a morning commute that crosses the Savannah River or up towards Clarks Hill Lake. Now, we are expecting better weather, though, by Thursday. Have a look at that in the full forecast coming up.
Thanks very much. Richmond County finished certifying the Senate run.
Determining if any military laws were broken by her and other soldiers who took the trip. Rainey expects to leave the military in April.
First at 5, an Atlanta couple stuck in the Dominican Republic after a man fell 3 stories from a hotel balcony. What overcrowded hospitals in Atlanta have to do with it?
And we've been below 60 degrees since last Tuesday. We'll take a look at some slightly warmer air moving in the next few days coming up.
Incidents aren't easy, so
A Metro Atlanta man is in critical condition and he's stuck in the Dominican Republic with his fiancée, trying to find a hospital that has room to take him.
Hospitals in Atlanta and the surrounding states are just full right now with COVID patients. Melissa Stern reports.
What started out as a vacation trip to the Dominican Republic for this Paulding County couple turned into a nightmare.
I didn't make it very far into it.
On January 7th, the night they got there, Corey Hart fell 3 stories from their hotel room balcony.
I hold it together as best I can, just because I have to be strong for him. But I'm kind of just pretty much at this point just went numb.
His fiancée, Tiffany Fowler, says he's broken almost all of his bones on the right side of his body and likely needs surgery, but says the hospital in the Dominican is not equipped to perform those surgeries. They have an Angel Med flight ready to take him, but all the hospitals in Atlanta are full, and they aren't the only ones.
You call Tennessee, Florida, Kentucky, all the surrounding states, and they say that he requires an ICU bed, but all the hospitals are saying their ICU beds are full due to COVID patients without having a hospital to accept him for having an ICU
we're kind of stuck in limbo. If you get stuck in a situation where you need medical attention that can't be provided, you have no choice but to sit and watch your loved ones suffer.
Things on my foot, in my arm.
Gosh, that video of him just hard to watch. He must be in so much pain. On top of the trials they're already facing, Hart has no health insurance.
So the couple did set up a GoFundMe account to help raise some money, but in the meantime, they're on this waiting list trying to get back to the States, hopefully Atlanta, maybe somewhere, at least in the Southeast, where he can get the help he really needs.
COVID really affecting so much of our lives right now. Wow. All right, some good news, though, on the medical front tonight. Fewer Americans are dying from cancer. An American Cancer Society report estimates more than 3 million cancer deaths were prevented between 1991 and 2018. That's because of earlier detection, better treatments, and less smoking. Lung cancer, though, still the most common cause of cancer mortality. The report projects there will be nearly 1.9 million new cancer cases in 2021, and more than 608,000 Americans will die. But those projections do not account for the impact of the COVID pandemic, which is affecting pretty much everything.
To weather now and check in with Riley. And Riley, I guess I'm an optimist. I look at that picture, I think, well, at least it's not raining out there.
That is exactly right, Richard. We did improve it today. We kept the clouds around, but no rain out there this afternoon and not expected through this evening or tonight. The system that brought us rain yesterday now moving off the Carolina coast, and that's going to allow high pressure to build in here the next couple of days. And that's going to be our friend, bringing back more sunshine. But unfortunately, still a few clouds expected to hang around on Wednesday. Now, we're losing our visible satellite imagery now that we're getting close to sunset, but it was doing a good job of showing a good bit of cloud cover across most of the two-state out there this afternoon. And that's what's kept our high temperatures today below average once again. You have to go all the way back to last Tuesday before we actually saw a temperature above 59 degrees. So yeah, our cool stretch has been sticking around for 7 days. Through this evening, we're going to hang steady in the 40s. After midnight, as that cloud cover starts to break up, it'll allow us to cool down to the mid-30s. And once we cool off into the mid-30s, that's when we start to reach saturation, and it's going to allow this fog to form. Especially if you live along the Savannah River up towards Clarksville Lake, that's where your best opportunity to see fog tomorrow morning is. But it looks like it could be fairly widespread across the area. Not necessarily dense fog widespread, but as far as foggy conditions, that looks likely across many spots tomorrow morning. And it is going to be chilly. Bundle up as you head out the door tomorrow morning. Most places expect to be down into the mid-30s waking up tomorrow morning. For those high temperatures tomorrow, we should at least be a little bit warmer than the past couple of days, but still just kind of seasonal. Nothing really above average in the forecast until we get to Thursday afternoon. That's when we bump up into the 60s. Wednesday night, can't rule out a few spotty showers across the area as a disturbance tracks just off towards our south. Unlikely for most of us to see rain tomorrow night. More likely have a chance to see it late Friday afternoon into Friday night. That's when our better opportunity to see a front move through is going to be. Now, for tomorrow night, this one particular model, this is the European model, and actually other models are showing the potential for a few raindrops out there after sunset on Wednesday. Wednesday evening, Wednesday night, could see a few light showers, nothing that's really going to cause too many issues, and likely not even going to be noticeable for most of us. The better opportunity for rain is going to be late Friday, should clear out by the weekend, by Saturday morning. But as this front passes by, it does bring our highest rain chances for mainly our southern and eastern counties. Not expected to see over half an inch of rain across most places on Friday. And the good news is we do clear out for the weekend. Saturday and Sunday looking fantastic with plenty of sun. As we roll into MLK Monday, looks like we'll hold steady in the mid-50s.
All right, thank you, Riley. Homeless in a pandemic with a family. How a South Carolina organization is helping when we get back.
Best part is that this pain-relieving treatment is covered by Medicare and most major health insurance plans.
Can you imagine being homeless in a pandemic? I mean, finding affordable housing, it's even more of a struggle right now, more than ever. And many folks are really just one paycheck away from losing their homes.
Over in Myrtle Beach, the New Directions Family Shelter gives families a place to stay while helping them find something permanent. Kate Merriman takes us there.
Sean Zerbeck has a family of 5. They've called the New Directions Family Shelter home for quite some time.
Where do you think you guys would be if you weren't here? If you didn't have this place?
Pegged through the nose for a hotel room. We had a bad landlord and needed to get out for safety for the kids. This was the closest place that in a hurry we can get to.
Next 2 years the Zerbics have been in the shelter. Luckily for them, they're expected to land an affordable housing opportunity next week. For many families, stay has been longer than expected.
We have a very limited amount of affordable housing here in the first place, and more and more people are struggling. So people are not moving on.
Jenkins says the Eastern Carolina Housing Organization, known as ECHO, has helped with placing families, but they're still on wait list. Not only has the pandemic added on to the need for housing to accommodate the growing number of homeless men, women, and children, but also adapting to a different way of learning with many children in one location.
I'm really good at math. And 10 plus 10 equals 20.
We have partnered with the Junior League, and every Thursday they send a couple of women over who help tutor our kids, and it's been extremely helpful.
And with a family in COVID, it just, Richard, it's so complicated. There are so many layers, and so many people are in this position right now.
And for many, just a paycheck or two away from that very reality. But good to see that there are places helping these people out. Riley.
Well, it's another chilly day across the CS array with high temperatures remaining below average into the low 50s. Have a look at some slightly warmer weather in that 7-day coming up. Take a look over Capitol Hill. Beautiful sunset here. How about that on the Capitol building? Beautiful shot. Temperatures up there remain in the 40s all day long. It was chilly for them, chilly for us as well. Actually, our high temperatures didn't stray too far from the 40s. Topped out at 52 at Bushfield, 51 at Danielfield. This morning we were waking up in the mid-40s, so we didn't see a huge temperature flux today thanks to all that clouds that did stick around throughout. Now, our current temps anywhere from the upper 40s if you live north of Augusta to the low 50s here around Augusta and further south. These temperatures just will not budge. We have continuously been cooler than average dating all the way back to last Tuesday. So last Tuesday was actually the last time we got above 60 degrees. The good news is by Thursday afternoon, we should be able to see the 60s at least. Mostly sunny skies then as well before another front heads our way late today on Friday.
The news continues right here. We're going to be hearing from local doctors to get an update on the vaccine rollout. That's right ahead in 3 minutes, first to 5.